George Bettinger, my guest today, George Bettinger. He's got his mom and pop variety shop. Little sweet shop on every corner where you could stop in for your malteds and your milkshakes and your candies and have a good time with that. George, welcome to Joe Franklin's Memory Lane. I'm with you, and tell me what's new.
Well, hi, Joe. It's great to be here on your Memory Lane program. You know, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time, and I have a mom and pop variety shop, and there's a gentleman who comes in to see me every day, and we call him the Professor, and he invented what you're looking at here. This is a 1950s phonograph and a brand new Apple laptop computer. So what I can do is I can bring back any of your favorite performers from the past via this method.
All right, I'll pick one of my favorites, the man who taught me it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice, Mr. Eddie Cantor. Eddie Banjo Eyes Cantor.
Okay, oh, that's a great name, yeah. Well, first I'd have to type in Eddie Cantor. Then I'd have to get a disc. We have to warm up the old Victrola and get a disc of that time period. This is that old gang of mine, you know, with Billy Murray, around 1918 or so. And then I'm going to hit return and see what we get.
Hello, Joe, and how are you? I'm so happy to see you here. You know, I'm glad you brought me back and you sent me all this wonderful nostalgia and paraphernalia.
Eddie Cantor, my mentor, the man who inspired me to go into show business. It's great to see you.
But I've known you for a long time, and I'm happy that I can be with you here on your show.
How's Ida?
Duchess, yes. Well, you know, she's playing cards. Of course, here in heaven, she's playing cards with Gracie and Lucy and all of her friends. Oh, well, hello, how are you, George? I'm glad that you're also into nostalgia like Joe and that you're keeping our names alive. And say hello to my grandson, Brian.
God has been awfully good to me. I got my captain working for me now.
Now, George, by some strange quirk of fate, I never had Groucho Marx on the Joe Franklin Memory Lane show. Could we possibly see Groucho Marx?
Groucho Marx. It says here we can see Groucho Marx from around 1953. So let's hit return and see what we get.
So, you brought me out of the dustbins, old Captain Spaulding, to be here, eh? And you say it's an odd coincidence or a quirk of fate that I never did your show? As a matter of fact, I never intended to do your show. I don't even know why I'm doing this show. I hope I get a paycheck. Anyway, it's good to be here, and I'm glad you're interested in nostalgia. Keep up the good work, boys. Cantor, how's the stock market doing?
Open me,